Building a new house? How much is it going to cost to furnish it? This question actually isn't asked often enough, and when it's asked, people are really shocked by the answer. And the reason why I don't think people think about it for a while is unless somebody like an interior designer comes up to them and who is going to work through the whole project cost of building a home and furnishing it, people often say, okay, we're going to build a house, and they have this number in their head. But that number usually means the construction number and often isn't thinking about the project number. And the project number is your lot, you might have an architect or at least a draftsman or an interior designer. So you have your professional design costs, you have the construction costs, that's the one that everybody thinks about, landscaping, and there could be a number of other types of costs involved too, whether it's you're getting somebody for AV, specialty for sound systems or whatever. And so all of those things are sort of your shopping cart to get to your project cost. And often the furnishings is not, the cost of that is not thought of until, quite frankly, you're going through the process. And so I was listening to a podcast from an interior designer, high end. I think it's an older podcast. So the numbers might not be exactly current. I think she's East Coast. I should have probably gone back and got my notes on that. But she was saying when she has these difficult conversations or budget conversations with her clients up front, that she warns them that normally the furnishings will cost roughly between like 18 and maybe 22% of the construction costs. And she's high end. But you have to remember that she's East Coast, and that is more expensive. Construction varies regionally, and I'm in Northern Ohio, and so we're cheaper up here. So up here, normally, historically, I say you can start around 25%, but if you want nicer things, you're up around closing to 33%. And people are like shocked. But you have to understand the relationship between East Coast, West Coast, Arizona, California, whatever. A $5,000 sofa is still a $5,000 sofa no matter where you are in the country, where the construction costs and materials and labor and all those sorts of things can differ. So, but it's a significant number, and it's one that needs to be considered a part of the whole thing. If you want a finished interior when you finish your home, that's kind of where it's going. So, food for thought, and I'll catch you next time.